Right, Mr. Fazer, it's court day.
Court is in order. All rise for the Right Honourable Mr. Space.
Ladies and gents, welcome to City of London Magistrates Court. I'm unfortunately Judge Jack Space. I'm joined by Pat on my left and Lewis on my right. They'll be dealing with any court proceedings if we need them. Of course, we're here to discuss Benchwarmer versus Benchwarmer, Armellius versus Fazer, to discover the true identity of Mr. Fazer Benchwarmer. Is he the pig-masked murderer responsible for the murder of Benny Benchwarmer? That's what we're here to find out today. Obviously, could be a long, drawn-out process. We'll be taking a break if necessary halfway through. I'll be doing autographs afterwards for those that want them. Counsel for the prosecution, if you'd like to open your case.
Thank God you're here, player.
Yes, thank God I'm here. Sucker.
Can you dig it, sucker? Sucker!
Your Honor, I would like to ask a change of venue because I feel like I can no longer ethically represent this man over here, Fazer.
What?
I shall in fact request to represent Mr. Armellius over here. That's okay with yourself, Your Honor?
Yeah, just discuss that with my... Are we cool with that? Are we both cool with that?
Yeah, I think we can agree.
Player, you son of a...
You're going down.
Is there anybody to represent me?
God damn, Armellius.
Hello,
Miss Gibson, Mr. Smith.
Oh my.
So this is your legal representation, is it?
You goddamn scumbag. Why the hell would you choose to represent
Do not talk to me like this.
Mr. Fazer?
Carver.
Hello, my friending.
I don't know what's going on here, man.
It is news to me. I'm completely dumbfounded myself. But we will. I will do my best job, my friending. You know I'm good, my friend. Okay.
Thank you, Carver.
The court asks the counsel for the prosecution to open the case.
So, Your Honor, today I must start by saying that the reason why I've changed clients and represented a new client, Armellius over here, is based on three very simple principles. Firstly, honesty. As I always say, honesty is the best policy, and honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Now, Your Honor, I read that book every single night under my duvet with a torch because I am scared of ghosts, and I've gone through a hell of a lot of batteries to get to where I am today. So I tell you now, I live to see criminals get charged. Number two, the second principle, is integrity. Now, I once had a dream. My friend Martin Luther King, he's a friend of mine, by the way, he always told me, the time is always right to do what is right. And there's no better time than the present, which is why I present to you my final principle, reliability. Now, a wise man once told me, all I have in this world is my and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Now, this man didn't live a very long life, so I chose to ignore his words, and I chose to rely on my own mind and my own body. And if my mind tells me no, my body tells me yes. Now today you shall see that the prosecution shall prove that dirty pigs, in fact, belong on farms and have no place in society with their ugly faces and their smelly breath.
Amen.
All they do is destroy everything in their path and devour any piece of rotten meat presented to them.
That is
So this
completely
little
hearsay.
piggy should not go to market. This little piggy should go to jail. Thank you.
Here, here.
We'll have less of that from the seats at the back there.
Completely hearsay, Your Honor. Completely hearsay.
Counsel for the defence, may you open your case, please?
Carver, I hope you got something better than that.
Hello, Your Honor. I will be honest. I've not been told much about the current situationing, but from listening to it, it seems the piggy man has himself been a bit of a pickling. So I will only asked to witness the evidence that you have put before me today, sir, then I will do what I can. You know what I mean?
Prosecution, if you'd like to call your first witnesses.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I would like to first call Officer James. Thank you very
Officer
much.
James, you promised me. You told me that you're gonna.
Please be quiet.
Calm down, Fazer. Calm down, my friend. Calm down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Kaiba.
What aroused suspicion for you when Fazer walked into the police station to hand himself in?
Well, to start it off, it was his attitude kept changing every minute or so. The story changed multiple times during the first initial questioning. So it started off with him basically saying he was forced to do it by a Mr. Armellius benchwarmer. And then it changed to an accomplice at some point, and then it went back to the story of being forced by a one Mr. Benchwarmer.
Okay, so it's very interesting that you say that. I mean, we are sort of, I guess you're suggesting that maybe he has some sort of a split personality with him bringing two different identities and presenting them to you. Would you agree?
I do agree. 1 second. I did bring some notes with me, mate. 1 second.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I like a man who's well organized.
Can we have a copy of those notes, Pat? Can you just?
Yeah, no problem. I'll give you one sheet on your desk here, Your Honor, mate.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
Yeah, you want it over here, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, cheers.
No problem. There you go, lad. Basically, there was multiple changes in behaviour, and a medical assessment was provided by a now retired doctor who has, I would say, he's dropped off the grid, but I'm not too sure on that one. Yeah, so it was inconclusive, but it was hinting to signs of schizophrenia on the first round of questioning from both parties.
But I would like to ask you, Officer James, on the night that Fazer was arrested or handed himself in, did he ever sort of portray himself as being an aggressive person?
During the first round of questioning, it was more, I'd say more mixed emotions. Like it was either upset, anxious. There wasn't really that many signs of aggression during the first round of questioning, if I do remember off the top of my head.
So these crime scenes, was there anything else that was left behind?
There wasn't a unique weapon, but what there was discarded pig masks.
Pig masks, you say? Pig masks?
Each and every single crime scene.
Okay, pig masks. And would you say that the pig mask that Mr. Fazer is wearing now to hide his ugly face, would you suggest that it was the same pig mask as what he's wearing now?
Give me 1 second. Just need to look through my notes.
Just like counsel, the personal attacks are not welcome.
I do apologise, Your Honour. I do feel very strongly about this case.
Yeah, I understand
so
that.
I'll retract that. I do.
Keep it professional.
The notes I handed you over. Could you go to the second page? There should be a picture there. Do you see the discarded pig mask? Yeah, so it is a very similar looking mask. But due to the Liberty City Police Department, I think being a bit underfunded, that camera quality isn't the best. Well, I do believe it is a very similar mask.
It's not me! It's not me!
Okay,
please,
come on,
please.
Keep yourself quiet.
Well, I think from what we have gathered today, it's safe to assume that Mr. Fazer over there has some signs of split personality. He's potentially mentally challenged. He's a very aggressive individual. He smells like a pig. He acts like a pig. He eats
right,
like...
objection, Your Honor. Objection.
Sustained. Is that your final question, counsel?
That's all, Your
Honor. Cross, if you'd like to ask.
Yeah.
Officer, any more questions, please do.
So basically, Officer Rings. So as for the robberies, was there any tools in his possessionings when you apprehended him?
Nothing on him at the time, but later on, when I managed to pull the CCTV, there was a man in a pig mask matching the mask checked out.
I mean, you're adamant that it's the same mask, but I mean, anybody can have this mask, sir. Also, my client seems to believe that he was given this mask by none other than, well, Mr. Armellius.
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Sustained.
But yes, what do you wish to say about the masks? Anyone can buy this, you know?
Oh yes, I'm not full on pointing the finger because of the mask, mate. I'm just stating there's a similar mask at the each scene, and there's multiple murders in different cities. So there's a very I don't know, it just seems a bit more on the interesting side if you would agree.
I will
But
say it is
you are right.
interesting. But sometimes have you not seen these trends on the like TikTokings and the YouTubings and this? Maybe it is just a big trend, you know? Maybe people now wear up as the pigs, dress up as the clown, dress up as anything, you know what I mean? You
I
cannot
know,
just
I
jump the
do fully
gun.
get that.
Yes.
Yes, I fully agree. I'm not jumping the gun, mate. I'm just stating what I've got here from our investigation, mate. I'm not here to point fingers. I'm just here to give witness statements and answer the questions, mate.
Okay, man. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Counsel
Calm down,
prosecution, do you
calm
have any more
down,
witness?
calm down, Fazer, calm down.
Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Please.
Officer, that's Judge. That's a goddamn threat he just said. What you gonna
Objection, objection. He was singing a song. Objection.
do? He just said, "I'm gonna get you,
No,
Officer James."
no,
Can we have
no.
our next witness, please, counsel?
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Officer
We've all got
Bernard,
pictures
did
of
we
him.
have Officer Bernard present? Could you tell me about the second interview? I mean, how did you find, you know, the attitude towards the officers from Mr. Fazer himself?
Actually, when we first spoke to him, he was a bit on edge. He was a bit nervous. He wasn't comfortable at all. He kept thoughting that the PD were trying to, you know, put things on him, or PD were against him, and that wasn't the case. We were just trying to help him out. And then throughout the interview, his mood changed dramatically and started feeling a little bit comfortable. But the way he was acting was a bit, I don't know, it wasn't usual for someone who would be in that type of situation. You know, it's not how you would react. Like,
Very abnormal behaviour.
it was very abnormal.
Was there
behaviour.
anything that really sort of stood out in terms of abnormal behaviour? I mean, it could be things that he said, or maybe things that he requested. Did he request anything that was really strange?
He requested milk a lot. I don't know what that was about.
Milk! Milk!
Fazer, stop it.
Milk!
Excuse me.
Stop it.
Can we shut
Stop
up?
it.
Milk!
Sorry, Your Honor.
Mr. Bernard, please continue.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we
Sorry, could we just clarify? He requested what? What did he request?
milk numerous times.
Fazer, stop it.
Counsel, can you control your?
I'm trying, sir. I'm trying.
Thank you. Sorry, Mr. Bernard.
Can we refrain from using that word, please? Can we just not use that
Sorry,
word?
Your Honor.
Sorry, sir,
Could you
sorry.
Is the word milk?
No, stop it. Fazer, coming.
This is ridiculous.
I do apologize, Your Honor. I did not realize
This
that was the word.
This
he
is
was,
completely outrageous. They are triggering him on purpose at this point, Your Honor.
I
So if
do
you could refrain from
apologise.
using the word temporarily, that would be preferred.
Yeah, I'll make sure I do not say the word milk again.
Thank you.
Mr. Bernard, you can.
Fazer, coming.
I do apologize. I will not
Wusa.
say.
Wusaring.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mr. James, if you-
Wusaring.
So he would request that specific item quite a few times on the interview. I don't know why. I don't know if it helped him calm down or, you know, calm his nerves, whatever. But then, yeah, there'd be points where he would be really petrified, like murders would get brought up. He acted a bit unnecessary for when we were just asking him questions about the murders that we never even said that had any involvement with them. And then towards the end of the interview, before the medical evaluation, was very, very comfortable and started saying things like, "You have nothing on me," and that he's very, very comfortable. I don't really know what that means. Towards the psych evaluation, he was very certain that he was going to kill everybody in the room. Quote unquote, "I'm going to kill you all," he said while he was being put in cuffs.
So he threatened you in the interview room.
Pretty much every emergency service worker that was in the room, yeah.
So that would suggest that this man is actually a very dangerous person.
I forgot to add this. I feel like this is most important. As we were giving out, should I say, the last piece of audio file evidence, he said something along the lines of, "I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go down." I don't know if that's him, like, saying he's ready for prison, court, or whatever. But it was just after we pretty much had enough evidence to arrest him. He was just like, "Yeah, I'm ready."
He was ready to go. I mean, that could be, Your Honor, you know, an admission of guilt. I'm ready to go. It could be that he's ready to go, like he says, to go to prison, or he's ready to get milked, or he's ready to go to the
Hey!
beaches. We don't know.
Do not use this word.
What's that, sorry?
No,
Do not use the
you've used
word.
again. We're not going to ask you again.
I
Is that
do
your final question,
apologise.
Council?
I do apologise, Your Honour. I think that's enough. I
Okay,
shall
Mr.
not.
Kyber, you're welcome
Thank
to
you very
cross.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. So, hey.
I don't know.
Excuse me,
It's my
excuse
first
me.
time doing it.
Oakley Douglas. Very well. So, first I would like to ask of your examination, could you just please reiterate what you consulted?
The NHS asked them questions, did what they needed to do. We got pulled out the room, and they basically said to us, it was something along the lines of split personality disorder and schizophrenia.
You can confirm that this man was definitely, from what I was hearing, was definitely splitting up the personalities, yes?
Yeah, definitely.
And you can also confirm that it almost looked like he was having outbursts like he was now. It is uncontrollable due to severe wordings or something that is triggering him.
Yeah, but there was also outbursts that wouldn't be triggered by anybody and would just be random. Like he would just get up out of his own place and charge towards Armellius or something.
He was not saying any word repeatedly like this word he just said a minute ago. I do not want to use the word, but yes, you know what I mean?
To my strongest memory, I cannot remember. He may have requested it throughout the psych evaluation. I'm not too sure.
Very well, Your Honor. I have heard nothing.
Thank you, Council. Mr. Byrne, we appreciate your information today, and you're free to leave the court. Thank you.
Could I please call Dr. Perez to the stand, please?
Dr. Perez?
So, Dr. Perez, just to keep it quite simple and brief, could you explain to me your medical assessment, your report that you got from your medical assessment of Mr. Fazer?
Yes, after an extensive medical evaluation with the patient, me and Dr. Trauma, came to the diagnosis of schizophrenia with an episode of psychosis and split personality disorder. He showed many signs such as sudden mood swings and violent tendencies during the examination.
Would you say he had any aggressive or violent tendencies?
Yes, he displayed those very clearly throughout our evaluation.
Oh, very clearly throughout. And would you say there was anything that sort of triggered the violent side of Mr. Fazer? Would it be a particular word?
From what I can recall, we mentioned the word different, and from then he displayed strange behavior. And I noticed when he saw the other party, Armellius, he wanted to approach him.
Fazer.
Council to the defense. We make sure the fight remains quiet.
Fazer, stop. No, Your Honor, please, Your Honor, please. It is the words. Can we please refrain from using that word? The D word that he keeps repeating. Stop it, Fazer. Calm down.
Sorry. Different word to.
Please stop.
Can we,
Doing it on purpose now, honestly.
I mean, it's a very, very common word.
You're trying to push my buttons, huh?
I mean, it's very difficult to not say that word. It's
If
a
we
very
can refrain
common
from
word.
using the word where possible, that would be appreciated, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I do
Thank you.
appreciate that. And during your time when you did your medical assessment, did he sort of ask you anything out of the ordinary? Anything strange?
He did ask me what route I take home. I remember, but
That's what route you take home.
Yes.
And would you say you felt quite intimidated when he asked?
I explained to him that I didn't feel comfortable telling him that information, but he was asking some very leading questions to the officers as well, I noticed. And at that point, I did try to reassure him that it may come off as a bit intimidating. But from a medical perspective, he was very emotionally unstable.
Would you say he was very persistent in asking or finding out the route that you take home?
From what I saw, he did ask the officer multiple times.
Mr. Kuiper, cross-examination.
Yeah. So I would like to go back to the conditioning. Okay.
Yes.
So you said schizophrenia and split personality, yes?
Yes.
Hmm. It's just a bit strange how. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but severe wordings are just causing him to have these outbursts. Would you not say this is potentially conditioning of some kind?
Perhaps
Objection, Your
could be
Honor.
linked
Leading.
Sustained.
What? Okay, well, well,
Got you now, cab.
yes, you've got me by the balls. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so let me thinking.
Go sit down
Let
and
me
have a think.
When would you say somebody who is having these outbursts has full control of their body?
Yes, he has full control of his body, but the
What
mind is a
about his
very
mind?
powerful tool.
Yes.
Unfortunately, not. In case of the split personality, it could be a simple duality between the two. One where he does not appear to seem to be affected by some things, and the other, well, he is very affected by many events.
Okay. Okay. All right, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Prosecution, do we have any more witnesses to call?
Your Honor, yes, I would like to call Dr. Trauma. Hello, Dr. Trauma, how are you?
Good evening, player. I'm good. Yourself?
Can I just give us a brief overview of what the findings were? What was the outcome of the medical?
Well, it was quite clear from the start that Mr. Benchwarmer was suffering with some psychotic issues just from the moment that we met him and in the early questioning that we gave him. We carried out our usual psych evaluation, which we've done for numerous years inside the NHS, and it was inconclusive when we look back at the database to see what had been done previous, but I think it was quite clear from the offset this time. This sitting between me and Dr. Perez, we're quite experienced that he was showing psychotic behaviours from the very get-go.
Because I believe from the initial medical assessment, there had been some sort of mix-up on the NHS database.
Well, there was that issue as well. We noticed when we went back on the NHS database that there was two people called Fazer Benchwarmer, one with an S and one with a Z. And I believe that our retired doctor, Dr. Adam, may have been psyched into the wrong person.
And which was that wrong person? Was it Fazer or Fazer?
Fazer.
Okay, it's interesting that you say that. And so currently, his medical assessment is down as Mr. Fazer.
That is correct.
And at the end of your medical assessment, did you feel there was any need to relabel this man as a danger to society?
Yeah, so me and Miss Perez, Dr. Perez, we did feel like we were in a bit of a danger during the evaluation. He showed tendencies where he got a bit angry at times, and basically he would then automatically snap out of them straight away. There was a part where we were asking him questions and he started singing "What a Wonderful World" by Louis Armstrong, which was quite impressive. If it's I don't really understand how he managed to get into that. I suppose mindset to do that, but we played along, we went along with it, and we let him be comfortable with what he needs to be doing. Obviously, it didn't help that Armellius was in the room, and I think that did make him snap. There was a couple of words that also made him snap, but it was quite clear that during his episodes he was also angry, and it was a little bit threatening at times.
I do understand. It must have been a very traumatic experience for you. Pardon.
Yeah.
I do thank you for your time, Dr. Trauma. Thank you very much. No further questions.
Could you just tell me about these outbursts and this anger?
Yeah, sure. So obviously, like I said, we asked around 5 questions in the psych evaluation, and there was a couple of times that he was triggered by certain questions. Obviously, I don't want to repeat the words because I don't want another episode to happen in the court. But he lost his temper a little bit. But within like about a minute or so, or 30 seconds or so, he would snap back out of it and say that he was perfectly okay.
Just for clarification for the court, are those words beginning with M and beginning with D?
Correct.
You just write that down.
Okay. And these questions, could you just, without saying those words, could you please repeat them for me?
An example of one of the questions was we asked, does he hear a voice in his head? He was quite clear he does. He believes the police are out to get him. He believes everyone in the room was out to get him. And then he threatened to kill everyone at the same time.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Dr. Trauma. If you'd like to take a seat back in the bench,
Thank you
you're
very
welcome
much.
to. But if you and you and Dr. Perez would like to continue the service you do for the city, everyone in the room appreciates that.
If I could please call Mr. Armellius to the stand. Who's Benny?
God damn. Benny was my brother. My brother who this son of a bitch in that corner over there.
Okay, that sort of language is unnecessary.
He's the
That
one
is
who killed him.
objection. Objection.
Yeah, it's sustained.
God damn. I apologize, Your Honor. My blood boils when I see that guy. He's the
What's the
man who
questions,
killed my
please,
brother.
prosecution?
He's the man who
Justice
killed
for
your brother.
Benny.
I do apologize. I didn't quite hear that. He was the man who killed your brother.
He's
did
the
you say?
man who killed my brother over there.
Objection
That man right
hearsay.
there.
Sustained.
Mr. Fazer over here had actually insisted that you were the cause for him to carry out these robberies. What do you have to say to that?
Those are nothing but goddamn lies. I've been tracking that son of a gun for about 5 years. I've been following him. And every street that he went to, there was a murder. And you know what was found in those murders. We've talked about it before, the pig mask. And it's not until my brother Benny got killed, that's when I knew that that's the son of a gun who did it. Now I had to go undercover. I'm going to be honest, I did go undercover. I changed my look, my whole identity, and I did befriend Fazer to try and get him to confess. Tried, making sure that I'm his friend. He can open up to me, but he never did. In regards to that store robbery, I did not tell him to do that store robbery. He did that on his own accord.
Okay, that's very interesting that you say this. I mean, is there any particular reason why he would single you out and put the blame on you?
I'm going to be honest, I do not know the reason why he would do that. I think that's purely down to the psychosis and the mental state of that man over there.
The man with the mental disorders.
That's
The
right,
guy
that's
who's
right.
Absolutely mental, as the.
All right, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you keep the personal attacks.
Yes,
No,
thank
no,
you,
it's
Your
not a
Honor.
personal
The
attack,
repeat- the
Your Honor.
repeat-
I mean,
The
Your Honor,
repeating of it is unnecessary, counsel.
I do apologize, but Your Honor, I mean, the
I've
NHS
told you the
staff had-
repeating of it is unnecessary, counsel. You can proceed with your questions.
I know this is quite an emotional thing for you to talk about, but let's talk about the murder of your brother Benny. Okay, now, your brother Benny, where was he murdered?
He was murdered at the pier when he was with his wife. He's now in a mental institution because she can't handle anything with a pig. She loses her mind.
And I believe you want justice for Benny. Is that correct?
That's correct, player. Justice for Benny! Just like any other person who lost their loved one that was taken by the man in the pig mask. All I want is for my brother to get the justice that he deserves. This evidence was a confession, an audio confession of Fazer confirming that he in fact did indeed kill my brother Benny.
Where did you gather this evidence from?
I got it from you, player.
Player, you
Goddamn
son of
son
a...
of a gun.
Ooh,
That's right.
From me?
You thought he was on your side, you goddamn son of a gun. But he was actually working for me all this time.
I'm gonna get you, player.
Armellius,
Final
could
question.
we play the
counsel.
tape for this courtroom today?
You say you've got my back. I guess now's the time to find out, player, because I've done some unforgivable things.
I mean, everyone's done some crazy things in the time. You know, it's not new to anybody. But unforgivable? Nah, I doubt it. I mean, you stuck up a store. That's not that bad, sure.
It's worse than that. It goes deeper than that. I've done terrible things and I've killed in multiple cities. And now it's all coming back to me. Because Armellius, I killed his brother, player.
I think we've heard enough there.
Guilty!
Okay, that's enough from the back there. If you say that again, you will be removed.
I
Counsel,
mean,
is that your final point?
That is my final point. I mean, from hearing that evidence, it's all there. It's crystal clear that this man right there is guilty for killing Armellius' brother, Benny. Justice for Benny!
Justice for Benny.
Okay, that's if you could just stay calm. Mr. Kaiba, cross-examination. No, Mr. Armellius, if you'd like to remain
I
in
do
the stand.
apologize. I do apologize.
Bloody hell. Right. So, firstly, I mean, this is kind of, well, it's kind of thrown it all into the thing because now it's, Your Honor, it's a bit of a sticky one because now it's like, well, what is the reasoning of why Mr. PLAYA has done this? You know, what is the motive behind passing this evidence to Mr. Armellius for Mr. Armellius to presenting while Mr. PLAYA was representing Mr. Fazer indeed, you know? It is a rather strange occurrence in my eyes, I will say. But anywho, Mr. Armellius, my first question is, what is your relationship to Mr. Fazer?
I do not have a relationship besides the fake friendship that I formed.
And where did this friendship start, sir? Or fake friendship, as you say?
This friendship started a couple of months ago when I tracked him to this city.
Okay, okay. And like explain to me, like how did you become of the friends? You know, you don't just meet in city and your friends. You know, explain to me a little bit more, sir. Come on.
What happened was I met him while he was trying to do that scuba diving. I was tracking him. I ain't gonna lie. I was tracking him because I knew that this man was the man who committed murders in the other cities. But I befriended him just by chance to try and get the evidence for the other cases. And it was while we were scuba diving where I met him. And I kind of took him under my wing as like a little apprentice.
Okay, and during this time as friends, was there any moment in time where he crossed you or did anything wrong to you, my friend?
No, the only weird thing was when he took me to his house and he had these little these little blow up dolls.
Yes.
And he said that's my wife. And he had these
This would
little
explain.
these two little dolls, and he
Yes.
was like, those dolls are my children.
Oh my goodness. I mean, this says to me that it is a case of dismantling essentially, but you know, okay, Your Honor, I think I've asked enough now. I will take a seat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Carver. Mr. Armellius, you can return to your seat. Mr. Carver, we come to you. You've got a witness to call to the bench?
Yes, Mr. Fazer, sir.
The doctor. Officers, if we could just keep an eye on him and maybe stand between him and the prosecution. Thank you, gentlemen.
So, Mr. Fazerings, what can you tell me about your relationship with Mr. Armellius and Mr. PLAYA, sir?
Tell you that it was all a lie. That's what it was. Armellius, he said he was my friend. He tricked me. And I will never, ever forgive that. And as far as PLAYA goes, I'm gonna kill that son of a...
No, please, Mr.
I don't
Fazerings,
think so.
do not say that in the
Come on.
courtroom, sir. Come on. This is the place of justice.
Officers, arrest that man.
Calm down, Fazer. Calm down.
Calm down.
Good boy.
Right, Mr. Fazering, please do not say this stuff. But you say tricked you, yes?
He did.
Now, explain to me how this man tricked you and manipulated you, sir.
He told me that he was gonna be my friend. He told me he was gonna look after me. I introduced him to my wife. She's not a doll. She's real.
I know, my boy.
And so are my
I know
kids.
she's real. Yes. What are their names, out of curiosity?
She's called Sandra, and little Charlie, a little BB.
Oh, that's nice names. Very nice names. Okay. I can completely understand. Two men you thought were your bestest friends are betraying you, and you are now in this situation, of course.
That's right, Kai, but I was betrayed.
Yes, I completely believe you, sir. I completely believe in you. Now, I do not wish to touch on this subject, sir, as I feel it may harm your mentally, you know. But these wordings that people use, you know. Now, do you know why potentially you have these outbursts because of these certain words, sir?
I've got no idea what you're talking about, Kai, but which words?
Oh my goodness.
Would you like to specify the words, and I can tell you?
Your Honor, may I please use one of the wordings for the exampling?
Proceed, Mr. Carver.
Thank you, sir. So, number one, Mr. Fazering, is now everybody get ready, because I'm pretty sure this is about to go bloody south. But
which word, Kyber? Which word?
Milk. Yes.
Milk.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Milk.
Stay here.
Milk.
Do not move.
Milk.
Do not move.
This is what I mean.
Milk.
Just for the time.
I'll give this.
Yes.
Sammy Skim.
It's all right.
Calm down.
Mr.
Calm down.
Fazer, it's okay, my
Stay.
friending.
Stay there, mate.
If we could handcuff Mr.
They
Fazer
will
for the
just
time being.
restraining you just for the time.
Raise your
Okay.
hands for us, mate.
Okay.
Come on.
If you could hold him in place for the time being, gentlemen.
Yeah, I've got him.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Right towards the
Alright.
dock, please, officers.
It's all right.
Okay,
There we
yes.
go. I've got him under control here.
So,
Put him back on
Mr.
the-
Yeah, if you
Mr.
pop it
Mr.
back where it needs
Fazer,
to be.
are you aware what you just did,
Sorry,
sir?
sorry, Mr. Carver, if you could just pop Mr. Fazer
Yeah,
back.
I can understand.
Sorry,
Thank you.
sorry, Your
Thank you.
Honor. Sorry.
Bit of a muscle
Put the
spasm.
pig
My
back in his
apologies, Your
pen.
Honor.
Lovely stuff.
Outside.
Mr. Fazer,
That was uncalled for.
were you just aware of what you just did there in the courtroom, sir?
No, not to be honest. Why am I in cuffs?
Hmm.
You're
for
remaining
your
in cuffs
safety,
for,
mate.
the,
Just
for your safety and
This
ours.
is very strange, Your Honor, I must admit.
Hmm.
So, these words trigger him, but he cannot understand why he does this. What's your favorite drink, Mr. Fazer? Tell me this.
Milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
There must be
Tell me,
something.
some
Calm
skin.
down. Calm down.
There must be something. I cannot put my finger on it, but it is very stranging, of course. It is very stranging. Like I said earlier, it's almost like conditioning of some kind. You know, like the MKing of the Ultra Ring, you know. It is very crazy, very crazy.
Any more questions, Mr. Carver?
No, sir, I'm sorry, but yes, this is it.
Understand.
Right. Stay here, mate.
Mr. Player, any cross examination?
Yeah, sure. I like to take my time to ask Mr. Fazer some
And
questions.
I would ask you as well, Mr. Player, to not move from the spot you currently find yourself in.
I'll try my best, Your Honor. If he does come at me, I shall duck, dodge, and
I'm
die.
equally concerned about you moving towards him. So if you could
Oh, I
just
won't move towards him. I'll
ask your
stay
questions and do
well
so
away from-
appropriately.
Where did you grow up, Fazer?
In a little village, in a little farm outside of San Andreas.
Do you recall on this farm what sort of animals you had?
We had pigs. It was a pig farm.
A pig farm. That's very interesting indeed. Maybe that has some sort of connection to his mask that he wears on his ugly face. I mean, his
Again,
face. I do
counsel.
apologize. Sean. I do
Objection.
apologize.
This is 3 times now. I won't let you ask any more questions if this continues.
I do apologize. Sean. I do apologize. I don't know what
One more
came on.
chance, Council.
This is
I
a brutal
shall
attack
refrain.
at this point.
I shall refrain from any sort of personal slurs.
That's the
Although it was
question.
not a personal slur, but thank you very much. So you grew up on a farm, and may I ask, how do you actually know this man, Armellius?
I know him better than anybody thinks. I know him better than even Armellius thinks. Your Honor, can I address the court, please?
You may.
Your Honor, I want to address this court with a very simple story. Yes, I did grow up in a farm outside of San Andreas, in a pig farm. And in that pig farm, I lived with a family. And Armellius knows only too well, because he also grew up on a pig farm. And when he talks about murders, Your Honor, murder? He talks about his brother Benny? Well, let me reveal who I really am. What? I am your brother, goddamn Benny!
Oh my goodness!
Yeah!
What the f is going on here?
I am your brother Benny! You get away from me, you son of a...
Opposite.
Yeah.
Nah!
Wait, what the hell's going on? How the hell's he Benny? Who the hell was
I
that
have
buddy?
no idea who. What?
All my life, I've played second fiddle to you, Armellius. Our daddy used to beat my ass just because you were the
'cause you were a
golden child.
goddamn little.
That's
right.
If you could just
Shut up now. This is my time.
equally, is it Benny now? Or for your stuff?
That's right, I'm Benny. Your brother ain't
Opposite.
dead. The brother that you knew is dead. And yeah, I am a murderer. And I will kill everybody that stands in my way, including everybody here. I will kill every single person here, starting with you.
Benny,
Opposite.
Benny, stop!
God damn.
Go for the tackle.
I'm gonna kill all your mother. I'm gonna kill every single one of
Oh,
you.
gentlemen, ladies and gents, please. If you could just...
I'm gonna kill everybody in this courtroom.
Okay, that's...
Sit down, please.
Benny, Benny,
Quiet down
please,
now.
please stop
Quiet
it,
down.
stop it.
Sentences, man.
Benny,
I
you
mean,
son of a.
If we could all take our places behind, the appropriate benches, me and my
I've
counsel
got-
will discuss this briefly before returning to the court.
Right, I'm going to put you there, mate, while I stand in the middle of the
Right, no,
road.
we
You
won't, because we
move.
need to do something.
what's going on, man?
I want to formally apologise about that. That was a
It's
minor
all right,
mistake.
officer. You did the right thing. I would.
Okay,
Get the court
gentlemen,
right.
excuse me, gentlemen over there. Prosecution. Okay, we've heard cases on either side. I call the counsel for prosecution to sum up their side of the case. Prosecution?
I mean, Your Honor, this is just taking me by surprise. I mean, the fact that he's
Yeah, we're all
Benny?
shocked. You're all shocked. Get on with it.
I don't know what else to suggest, Your Honor. I mean, this man is clearly insane. He is medically assessed to be schizophrenic. He's a danger to society. He's a menace to society, and he stinks in society. Now, this man should be sent behind bars because he has killed and murdered people. Let's forget about Benny.
that'll be,
Objection.
Counsel, that'll be enough. Thank you. Take your seat. Over towards that side. Mr. Kyber, the counsel for the defense, to sum up today's case.
Yes. So I personally believe Mr. Benny Fazerings. Oh my goodness, I do not know how to say him anymore.
I'm baffled, mate.
I'm completely discombobulated, sir. I really am. But yes, Mr. Benny, I believe he was uncontrollable of his own actions, sir, and I believe that maybe there is a sinister plot behind this from the prosecution's bench. I will be honest, sir. I will be completely honest. But yes,
we'll take that into account.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be retiring just briefly before returning for our verdict and sentence for Mr. Benny Benchwarmer. We'll be back shortly. If everyone can just remain in their places, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
All rise while the right
Benny.
honourable Mr. Space leaves the courtroom.
Benny. Fazer Benny. Fazering Benny.
That's right.
Benny Fazering. What? Me. I honestly have a little bit of poop in my pants right now, sir. I'm not going to lie to you, sir.
I can imagine, but that son of a bitch, I'm gonna kill him.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm gonna kill that son of a.
Threats, please, mate. No threats.
Please.
It's not a threat. It's a goddamn promise.
Armellius.
Hey, calm
Hey,
down.
stop it.
Calm.
Stop it.
Calm.
Stop it. This may be able to be solved, but you cannot be saying these things, you know, because it
Mr.
just
Player,
works
mate.
bad in your favor,
Calm
Mr.
down now.
Benny.
I'm gonna have to detain you, mate. Come on.
But you should have told me sooner. I probably could have helped
All
you,
rise.
Benny.
All rise for the right honourable Mr. Space.
We've heard a lot today. Porkies, hogwash. Get it, Pat? Yeah.
Boo.
And ultimately, I have come to a verdict. Mr. Benny Benchwarmer, court considers you guilty.
No, this is completely stupid. You cannot do this. You cannot do this.
The sentence to follow.
He is innocent. He is innocent.
Having deliberated with my legal representatives, the sentence is life in prison.
God damn it!
No, Benny.
God damn
Officer, if
it!
you could take him away now.
I'm gonna
that would
kill
be
all of
nice.
you.
No.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
Mr.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
No,
is it Benny?
Sorry, one
Yeah.
second, Judge. What route do you take home? I need to know.
No.
I'm gonna
We're
kill
not going
all
to be
of you.
disclosing that information.
God damn.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I appreciate your time and patience today.
God damn.